Welcome back to the channel. Press the like button. Please subscribe. Webby's with us. We're hot and sweaty, and a lot of people out there are not happy with that game, Webby.
Listen, I've never come out of Old Trafford as optimistic as I've been today than I've been in the last 2 or 3 years. The signs were there, but we knew what we needed. 18, 16, 12, 14 months ago, a new goalkeeper. Who got man of the match today? Was it their goalie? They're the goalkeeper today. We had a scarecrow. People keep saying, well, he had a good game at Arsenal, Webber. No, all right, he saved a penalty. Look at his debut at Newport. Poor. Look at the Tottenham game in the League Cup last year. Poor. Yeah. Look at the Villa game last year when he gave the goal away, which got disallowed, which should never have been. Look at him in the Euros when he messed up. Turkey got rid of him. Tony, with Manchester United Football Club, our best goalkeeper at the club is 39 years of age, Tom Eaton. That says it all. Well, if you've got Donnarumma there waving from France, come and get me. It's not rocket science. Go and get him. But I can't put another thing as well. So go on. I'm not annoyed. I thought attacking wise, I thought Ahmed should have started. By the way,
yes,
and that's nothing against the law. I thought Ahmed should have started. But I'm going to make a comment here, and I'll probably get slaughtered.
No, you won't. Here. You won't. No, you won't. It's your honest opinion here, Webby.
Bruno, poor today. Poor. Losing the ball, and I could tell you years ago under Fergie, when we had the likes of Park and Fletcher and all that in the middle of the park, I knew it was coming off. It was Jason Park most games.
Yes.
I knew Mason Mount was coming off today when I seen him before they put the board up. Mason Mount was class today. It was great.
But the thing is with Mason Mount, and people out there have said it many a time, where's he going to fit into this team?
Well, he's not a false nine. That's not what the manager. But listen, if the manager says to Mason Mount, playing nets, he'll play nets for you.
Correct, yeah.
He wants to play in that team. He's had 2 years here, derailed by injury. He wants to make a mark, because on his day, he was a starter for England.
He's done well in the pre-season, and he did it excellent today. I thought, like, for 40 minutes and quite a long time in that second half before he come off, I thought he played well. Yeah. His work rate, his energy and everything was there. But the thing is, that team needs a target man, Webby.
Yeah, definitely. And we brought him on, and obviously Ron wasn't built in a day, and it's going to take time. You look at the kid who played for Arsenal today, was poor. You know, I'm not saying Sesko was poor. He got himself about, and it'll come with another week of training. They expect him to start next Sunday at Fulham. But the thing is, today we've lost this game. We shouldn't have come out of that game losing. We should have got a point at least. Arsenal will know that, but there again, it goes down Manchester in the Arsenal one. It's over with now when we get on to the next game. But we knew what the problem was with Jeremy Beadle in the sticks last year, making mistakes. We've not got a decent keeper at the club. We're Manchester United. Surely we should have one, if not two. I remember the days of, your Schmeichel and your Van der Sars and your De Gea most of the time. You can guarantee, I go into that ground, when that ball's going over into our last third, I'm shitting it. Yeah. I'm absolutely bricking it, so because I don't know what they're going to do.
Most people are, to be honest with you. Now, I look at the game, Webby, right? Yes, we got beat. Did we deserve something out of it? Webby, the media there are showing you, and they're repeating it. Penalty, Kuna down, Saliba taking his ankle. Should it have been a penalty? Well, your opinion, Webby?
Well, I'm going to say because I'm a red. Put VAR, said no, and they're the rule makers, I was really happy with our attacking play. It will click. Hopefully it starts next Sunday at Fulham, which will be an hard game. But now the pressure's on the manager. Again, the result don't go right at Fulham. It's 2 games and maybe 1 point or no points. The pressure's going to be on him. It's always going to be. But the thing is now we've got what we got left of the window. Is it 5,
2 weeks?
2 weeks. We've got to get a goalkeeper in. It's simple as that. We need a goalkeeper.
You look at the game. You look at the defence. I looked at last year, me and Kieran spoke about it. What do you think about how they played out of the back, Webby? I thought they came out, one touch, got it out there. And I thought Yoro played excellent down there.
I thought the defence was okay. And, I just wouldn't. Yeah, it's not that I worry about. It's the middle of the park. We get him run through, and I thought Casemiro did well. But after 65 minutes, 60 minutes, his legs, he was sucking air out of China. He was gone.
What was Ugarte like, Webby? What's your opinion on that?
Listen, he's come. I always look, Tory, when a team goes in for the player, you can have him. Or another team's not hovering about. That tells me that PSG think, well, he's all right, but he's not as good as what we thought he was. and we've gone in and bought him, and it's not worked for him. And today he was getting out muscled off the ball a few times and knocked up and giving the ball away. But for thing with me today, I just think that we've got to find the best position for Bruno. You know, he was a talisman last year in a poor team. Now today, he gave the ball away that many times on the one where in the first half, they nearly scored for it, a stupid back pass. They nearly scored for it. He's a talisman. He's the main man. He's the captain. He should be the leader. But like I say, I've walked out of there a lot of times the last 2 years, been absolute like wanting to sling myself in the canal. Because I've been down
Not
Tony.
today.
No, I've been down Tony because the effort's not been there, the performance not been there, the attacking's not been there, the design's not been there. But I've seen it today.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully the manager will pick the right team at Fulham and we start. But Arsenal know. Any Arsenal fan who knows football, I know they've got away with that today. And fair play to them, we've done it ourselves over the years.
What do you think of Kuna and Mbeumo today? I thought they came into the game as it went on, to be honest with you. I thought the running from the pair of them, especially when Ahmad come on, thought there was more room for him.
Do you know what? I've said it on air, Tony. I've said it on radio channels like that United never buy players from the Premiership who've been there and done it. You know, been there over the years and played in the Premier League. Because it is hard for players to come. You know, we get some players and you think, oh, they've been minting the Bundesliga, they've been minting in Serie A, they've been minting this league, minting that league. And they've struggled. It took them a good few months to get him. But you know what you're going to get with them? They played over there, what now? Kuna, 3 or 4 years, maybe a bit longer. And then Mbeumo probably just the same, a bit longer at Brentford. No, I've got no worries about them, so I think that they'll do well for the club. You know, but we've got to get it right now. The manager's got to pick the right performance. And hopefully, if we can do it with this financial fair play, that we get a keeper in, mate. Because without a good keeper, you know yourself, so you goosed.
You're not winning.
You goose, so you goose. But very optimistic. You know, I could come on here and say, nah, but I won't. I was optimistic that it was some
Their goalie had more to do. Like you say, he got man of the match.
There you go.
Right? A little bit more. And maybe if Sesko would have started the game and had a target man, do you think we would have been able to challenge? And that was the difference with challenging for the ball with Mason Mount. And I thought he'd run around.
Do you know what I'm looking at now? I look at their 2 centre-halves and on the day there's up with the best in the league. You know, you've got to admit to that. And I thought the first 20, 30, 35 minutes, they were shaky.
Yes.
They were very shaky, and I thought, is that because it's the first game? Because they are 2 good players. I'm not going to come in and say they're 2 crap players when they're not. And I thought we got around them and we made it hard for them. And then...
Does that make it more disappointing, the game, knowing that we had 2 of the best centre-halves on the ropes, because I thought they were on the ropes, and that we never capitalised?
Yeah, of course. Arsenal are a good team, you know. You don't come second in this league for the last couple of years or however long it is if you're an half-decent team. With the right additions over the last few years, they might have won 1 or 2 of them, but they never. But the thing is that we made them panic. We made them look hard and there. You know, and they got the goal, great corner. But we knew what was going to come. We never dealt with it. Come out and be nasty. Come out and check everyone out. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the free kick as a goalkeeper. Not fanning around, flapping your arms like you're demented chicken.
Well, it was worse than a Danny LaRue wave, Webby, to be honest with you.
How does he wave, so?
It was so weak.
Right.
It was poor.
Before my time, Danny LaRue.
Yeah, he might have been, but he had a weak wrist.
Come out and check everything out, so. But you know what I mean?
Weak, Webby, there was no power, there was no pushing.
Yeah, you know, they've looked at the videos this week and gone back to that Tottenham game and gone, just put it underneath that fucking bar and we've got a chance. And there you go. Come out 2 fists like he did in the second half. Come out and cleared everyone.
But Onana's the number 1 goalkeeper. He's in against Fulham, right? We've all got to get behind him, I'm sure.
Yeah, get behind him unless we get someone in. You know, it's adamant that we try and get someone in if possible. Because you know yourself, you win games from the back, starting with a goalkeeper. And if you're not 100% a goalkeeper, and for me, he's got to keep his centre half. We all know it's a free. He can't afford to keep changing them unless there's injuries, because that doesn't help the goalkeeper. There's different faces in front of him every week, but optimistic, Tony. Disappointed with the result. Bring on Fulham.
One thing before I go, partnership there. I thought Luke Shaw played well with Dorgu.
Yeah, but Luke Shaw's got to stay fit.
That's right.
See, that's the problem with Luke Shaw. He's like an oil rigger. He's in one, out one. He's in a week, he's off a week. You know, we know on the day, I've come in here that many times and said, on his day, is he a better left-sided centre half stroke fullback than Luke Shaw. I don't think there is. There probably is now, but when I started saying it over the years, but obviously he's not played enough games. Stays fit. It's like a new signing, but that's a big word. So if he can stay fit.
Overall, positive going forward. More to look for this team to come, Webby.
Yeah, you've got to be positive, you know. If we come out of there and we got beat 1-0 and was absolutely dog shit like we was last year, I'd be on here ranting and raving, but I'm optimistic.
Good.
I'm optimistic, but, you know, I want everything because I love my club. I'd love us before this window shut, whether it's the kid from Brightwich, what happened, who looks mint, by the way, or get someone in, you know, because we fought for years. Colby Mainu was that person who could do that role. He's not mobile enough.
No.
We've got to get somebody mobile, get a goalkeeper, and we won't be far away, mate.
Quite a few points Webby's raised there, so get your comments in. Thanks for watching. Listen, we'll be back tomorrow with another video. Webby, thanks very much, man.
No problem.